Hi YouTube friends, I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead, and today I'm going to share with you an amazing recipe that's super easy to make, that contains only 3 easy to find, very inexpensive essential oils, and this spray is cooling and refreshing. And who doesn't need a little bit of cooling and refreshing right now in the heat of summer, right? And by the way, if you're watching this and you're a menopausal woman and you're dealing with hot flashes, spray a little bit of this on the back of your neck. It's amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to talk about how to make a spray a couple of different ways, okay? We all know at this point, most of us know that when you are making products that contain water, you really need to understand that bacteria and mold and fungus and other different things grow in water preparations. That includes skincare, it includes sprays, it includes, whatever has water in it, lotions. If you're making this for yourself at home, you can use a tablespoon or 2 of 80 proof vodka with your essential oils and then some distilled water. What you need to do is be sure to shake it up really well before you spray it, but it's not preserved. Okay, so you just need to be aware of that it's not preserved. You do need to get it used up within a couple of weeks or so. Putting it in the refrigerator will keep it for longer. But today we're going to talk about a properly preserved spray, okay? And you could actually potentially use this as a hand sanitizer if you've got 60% alcohol in it, which you could figure out. So what I'm going to do here to make sure that it's properly preserved, and also this process will help to disperse the essential oils better too, all right, is I'm going to be using some 190 proof alcohol. You can get this on Amazon or at different liquor stores, depending on your state. Some states won't sell it that high, so you might have to order it online. I'm going to be using some distilled water. I've got a graduated cylinder here so I can measure accurately. I have a 2-ounce bottle with a spray top, because I'm making a spray. And I've got my 3 essential oils. I've got lavender essential oil, lavandula angustifolia. I've got peppermint, mentha piperita, and I have got lime, which is citrus aurantifolia. And these 3 oils together do a few different things. Lavender is calming and soothing and also refreshing. It's a cooling herb. Peppermint is extremely cooling due to the menthol content it contains, and it's refreshing. It's uplifting, so it will make you feel a little energized. And then there's lime. Lime contains limonene, and limonene is wonderful for boosting the immune system, but it's also cooling and refreshing too. And this combination smells amazing. So let's go ahead and start, and then I will show you the process here. So we're going to take a ½ an ounce, which is about 15 milliliters of the 190 proof alcohol. And I am just going to try to get the lid off. And then go ahead and just pour that in there. 15 mils. Again, this is about a ½ an ounce, okay? And right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this to my 2-ounce amber glass bottle. And I have a spray top here. You can buy these on Amazon. You can buy them, oftentimes health food stores will carry them as well. I think Whole Foods used to carry them. I don't know if they still do. I don't unfortunately live around a Whole Foods anymore, but you can find these anywhere. So that's about a ½ an ounce. And now I'm going to add my essential oils. And the reason why I'm putting my high proof alcohol into the spray bottle first for this cooling, refreshing spray is I want it to be the carrier, the main carrier that's going to disperse the essential oils. So here we go with the essential oils. We're going to use 5 drops of lime. Now, some people will say, all citrus oils are phototoxic. They're not, okay? And in fact, steam distilled lime essential oil is not phototoxic. There is a dermal maximum, which we are definitely under with this recipe, but it is not a phototoxic oil. Now, if it's cold pressed, then it's very phototoxic. So you need to just know how your essential oil was made, how it was created. And depending on the company, if it's a good company, you should be able to look on their website, or they might even have it on the bottle, and it should tell you the method of extraction. And that's what you want to know. So 5 drops of lime. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 5 to 8 drops of lavender. Okay. All right. And I just want to mention lavender real quick. It's really nice if you can buy lavender or any essential oil really from the farm where it comes from. So you can buy, one of my friends is Stephanie over at Running Springs Ranch in California. I'm not an affiliate or anything, but her lavender farm yields the most incredible essential oil. It's just beautiful. And then peppermint. I'll put a list of where I buy my essential oils in the description too. They're fully vetted companies and I trust them. And I'll be honest here, when you buy essential oils, you really need to be careful, because a lot of companies, they buy their essential oils in bulk. There's no thought to sustainability, and they're poor quality oils. And then what they do is they rebottle them and rebrand them under their own brand. And then they tell people, oh, these are the best you can get. So just be aware of that, and definitely vet your sources. This is 9 drops of peppermint. So again, peppermint is energizing and refreshing. Peppermint actually is what helps keep me awake on long drives. Like if I have to travel somewhere, I don't go without my peppermint. It's better than a cup of coffee. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the spray bottle, the spray tip off at an angle. And what I want it just to hit the bottom of my bottle. Okay, so you can hold it up and kind of gauge it. And if it curls a little bit, that's fine. You just don't want to be wasting any of your oil. I'm not going to spray it yet. What I'm going to do is give it a really good shake. And I'm shaking it really well. And that's because essential oils don't meld together very easily at first. And shaking them really, really well in the carrier is helpful for that. Okay, and now it's kind of got a cloudy appearance, and that's a good sign. Just watching to see how quickly the essential oils come back to the surface. And they're pretty dispersed, so that's good. Now, next up, I'm going to use 1.5 ounces of the distilled water, and that is 45 milliliters, okay? So I'm gonna pour my distilled water into my graduated cylinder. And you don't have to have a graduated cylinder like this. These are expensive. I work, essential oils and herbs are my job. So I use them a lot. When you have an aromatherapy and herbalism practice, you tend to, have tools, but you can use a shot glass, okay? You can use other things that have good measurements. All right, so now I've got my distilled water, and I'm gonna pour this into my bottle. Perfect. It's just above the shoulder. So I like to have my bottles filled to about the shoulder, or a little above or a little below, but roughly right there. That's a nice full bottle. And now I am going to shake it up really well again. I'm going to disperse the water, the high proof alcohol, and the essential oils for this cooling, refreshing spray. And by the way, one thing you can do, let me just mention this. If you want to put your essential oils in your bottle first to get a feel of the scent, I know this recipe, I know it smells good. If you're not sure, like if you're just playing around with recipes and you want to be sure it smells good, start with the essential oils in here first, and then you can smell and make some adjustments if you want to. It's perfectly fine to do that. This is about a 2% dilution rate, which is very, very safe for a room spray or just a mist on, localized areas of your neck. This is safe for adults. It's safe for older children. I would not spray this near the faces of little children under the ages of 10, and that's because of the peppermint. And it smells wonderful. I do love this recipe. It's really great. Always be sure that you make a label for your spray. And this spray I made about a week ago, and it is still fully dispersed, which is wonderful. And this is the same process I used for this. So here, this is how you make a properly preserved, very, very useful, very solubilized aroma spray. All right. So if you just use these proportions, you can mix up your scents. Be sure you're looking at topical maximums for safety, but you could do all kinds of things with your aroma sprays. All right. That's it for today. You guys, I hope that you will come join me in the next round of Ditch the Drugstore. If you're interested in knowing more, I'll put a link so you can get on the wait list. Or if you already have a good natural home apothecary ready, which is what I help people do personally in Ditch the Drugstore, I'm very hands-on with my students, and I guide and I give you formulations and different things, but it's really a great course. Very proven at this point. We're going into our 5th round this fall, as a matter of fact, in 2022. So stay tuned for that. I'll be talking more about it, but if you already have a natural home apothecary and you already know how to make herbal medicines and you are very confident with what you're doing as far as a home apothecary, and you want to learn more about the plants, take the deep dives into the phytochemistry and the research, the clinical research on the plants, and you want a great community to do this in, and maybe you want to learn more about formulation and energetics and things like that that are a little up level, join us in the Confident Herbalist Tribe. It's a really great group, and people just love it. I'm going to sign off now. I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead. I have free gifts for you as well. I've got an herbal remedy guide. It's down in the description. And I've also got a helpful book for relaxing using herbs and oils. So if you're dealing with stress, and who isn't these days, you can grab that down below too, perfectly free. It's a gift from me. And I love you all, and I will see you later. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That is my favorite verse, and let's remember that today. All right, bye guys.